D-Man here, and today we are reviewing the brand new season and episode of South Park, Season 22, Episode 1, Dead Kids. Before I start this, I want to say I'm not going to start reviewing South Park. I already said this last year when I reviewed the end of season 2021. So I'm not going to start reviewing South Park, but I will review the beginning of the season, which is this episode, and I probably will review the end of the season, which is the last episode, and plus like the whole season as a whole on the last episode. So that's where we're starting right now. We're starting with the beginning of the season, and by the end of the season, I will review it one more time and say my thoughts on the whole season and also the last episode. So this episode, I gotta say, man, last season was a little bit iffy. It had some good parts, but it had a lot of bad parts to it. And there was a lot of weird stuff that happened in last season. But this episode, back to its original glory, I would say, because this first episode, hilarious and funny. And it's keeping up with the time still, man. It's hilarious and funny, man. And everybody's back to normal, pretty much. Everything's back to normal. There's no more, like, girls versus boys sort of thing. It's more back to normal, and even Eric Cartman's back to normal. So it's pretty goddamn cool. So this episode revolves around Eric Cartman and also Stan's mom, Sharon. It revolves around Eric Cartman and Sharon. So Eric Cartman wants to cheat on the test, and he wants to cheat from Token, but Token changed his answers to make Eric Cartman fail, and he thinks Token's after him and against him because he saw Black Panther and did not like it. So he's just like, Token must hate me for that. And the second part is Sharon. There's a bunch of school shootings. No one gives a shit except for Sharon. So it's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate, but hilarious nonetheless. So let's get into the plot line with Eric first. So basically Eric goes to school. Goes like through this process of like cheating with Token, but Token changes the questions, and he's just like, he must be after me for not liking the Black Panther movie. And eventually Token's just like, listen, I didn't watch the Black Panther movie. I don't care. I just don't want you to cheat off me, sort of thing. And Eric just does not understand this. He's like, why are you after me? Why are you doing this to me? Like, why? I don't understand why you're doing this to me. It's freaking hilarious, and he goes to this whole thing where he like dresses up and he tries to spy on Token, and Token's just like, you did all that instead of studying. He's like, yeah, I did. Like, I caught you, dude. I caught you. And it's freaking hilarious. He meets his parents and everything. He goes to his girlfriend. And it's just this really funny like story about Eric trying to get Token not to make him fail anymore. But Token's just like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, I don't want you to cheat off me, that's why I made you fail, sort of thing. And Eric just cannot get it through his head. And by the end, Eric he like realizes that Token watched the movie, but didn't like it, and he's just like, I get it now. That's why. But it's not actually true. Token didn't watch the movie at all, so it's just kind of funny that Eric just could not say that. And by the end, Token's just like, just cheat off me. I don't give a shit. It's freaking hilarious. It's hilarious. One of the best plot lines I've seen in a recent episode of South Park in a long time. Eric's back to his old ways. And then the second plot line, which is probably the funnier one out of the two, Sharon freaks the fuck out because there keeps on being school shootings like every other day. They have metal detectors and stuff, and all the kids are dying. And Butters is even walking around with a machine gun to protect kids, I guess. It's freaking hilarious. And Sharon's just like, why the fuck aren't you guys mad or sad or angry at this? Why, like, our kids are getting shot up in school and shit, and you're guys just like, well, I don't know, man. It just happens all the time. Who gives a shit, right? And it's sad to say, but that's like the climate, man. That's like pretty much everybody in America, I guess. I don't live in America. There's not as much gun violence where I come from, but there is gun violence, obviously. But in America, there's a lot of gun violence, and a lot of people don't seem to give a shit half the time. No matter where it is, it's just like, oh, that's news for about a week or a day or so, and then it's just like, but we forgot about it because that pretty much happens every week. So it's very relevant, and it's like it's freaking hilarious. And she's the only one freaking out about this. And it's kind of true. Like one person will be like, "What the fuck's wrong with this country?" But the other people are like, happens pretty much every week. Who cares? It's it's really fucked up, man. It's really fucked up, but really funny. And at the end, she realizes that she's overreacting, even though that's not the case at all. Like, they should all be reacting like that to the school shootings, but whatever, I guess. It's South Park. So at the end, she kind of just says sorry to Randy because he was upset with her. And she's just like, yeah, I have been overreacting. You're right, Randy. And then she gets a call and they basically say, Stan's been shot. And she's just like, oh no, sort of thing. And Randy's just like, oh my goodness, he's got shot? And she's like, yeah, but it's not the end of the world. And they give each other hugs, and he's like, thank God, like you're back to normal. You're not acting crazy and shit. It's like, oh my God, dude. That was the funniest part of like this whole episode, pretty much. It's just like Stat got shot, and she's just like, oh my God, but he's just like, yeah, we're not freaking out like that anymore. It's awesome. It was fucking hilarious. Like, what the fuck? Like your kid gets shot, you're just like, yeah, it's not the end of the world. Man, fucking best episode I've seen in a long time of South Park. Really great. This is a great episode. Definitely go watch this season. Go watch this episode in general. And just go watch this episode in general. It's fucking awesome. um Let me think. Anything else I can say about it? Anything else? Not much, no. It's just a really good episode. Really good start off of the season. Better than their previous seasons, at least their previous season. I can't really remember the previous seasons. Like, I can't remember some of them, but this is one of the best episodes I've seen in quite a long time. And plus, it's restarting, so that's good too. So, go watch South Park, Episode 1, Season 22, Episode 1, Dead Kids, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. Pretty damn funny, episode. This is also one of the funniest parts where they're running through the school shooting right here. As you can see, they're just running and Butter helps them. That part's hilarious too. But yeah, man, hilarious episode. One of the best episodes in current time, at least in my opinion. And go watch it. I hope you liked the episode. I hope you liked my review. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification thing. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Hey guys, D-Man here. Just saying, hope you liked this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and all that nonsense. But anyways, I hope you have a good day, because, you know, the video's over. And I hope you watch more videos. Go ahead and click these videos, or click subscribe, you know. See ya.